See, I know who you is. You're a person who suppress things. You're a person when times get hard, you feel as if you got to give up. Regardless of how low you feel about yourself, you always tend to rise. What I want you to understand, you didn't understand that you had a powerful correction. You have a powerful connection to the Father who's telling you, I have been with you this whole time. Look at your life. Regardless of what you've been faced with, you've defeated all the odds. Even though you still think low of yourself, understand that is the only thing that's holding you. Listen, there's been an attack on your life the whole time and destruction of your mind. But God says no more. God's in the process of restructuring you so that he can prepare you for the acceptance of your true identity. Understand this. We all have traits. We all have habits that we have used incorrectly because we didn't have the knowledge of who we were. See, the enemy has used that against you your whole life. But God says no more. You have people counting on you. You have people who need you. So it's important to embrace who you are. It's important to trust God at this time, because whether the enemy wants you to or not, God is in the process of freeing you. Understand this. Trial builds patience. Patience builds excellence, and excellence unlocks the bigger doors that require bigger faith. God is strengthening your faith. He's strengthening your might. He's strengthening your courage. He's strengthening everything that you once never had, all to free you. Because I'm going to tell you something, with this freedom, not only will it lead to financial freedom, not only will it lead to a life that's stress-free, it will lead to a life that's worth living, that's worth dedicating your all to. Because you know why? It's going to be the life that God promised you. Understand this. Even though God has promised you the success, even though God has promised to take you out of that place, you got to understand, you got to work. The same way you could punch up and get up and work that 9 to 5. The same way you could wait in line for that food that you order. Understand, everything takes time to get to the destination that you need to be. Even when you're traveling from home to the store, everything takes time to get there. That is going to be the same thing required, but God wants you to let go. You got to remember, God also works for you. Yes, you work for God, but God works for you. You have to let God have these problems. You got to let God have these burdens. Because when you give God these burdens, God is not going to forsake you. He's not going to leave you. The only way it will feel like that because the enemy will manipulate you to form a time. But you got to understand, with God, his timing is perfect. Don't allow the enemy to manipulate you and hold you to a certain place because you don't know the timing of what God is going to position you. Understand this. It's going to take time to get there. But I promise you, fall in love with the journey, because the journey is the most important thing that you need in order to get to this next level. Stay blessed, family. God is in the process of awakening you for all the things that you need to know. I love you. And so does God. Peace.